Yo, hello. So I want to take you guys through super classes and subclasses. So this is a demo program I have, and I want to create here a super class. So most of you guys know this already, and just to remind us what the things mean actually. So I want to create a super class called students, and I will subclass that class with undergraduates and undergraduate students. So I can call it something of class undergrad class undergrad extends class students. So that's a subclass that is extending this superclass right here. So you should know that in inheritance, of course you know most of the things. Inheritance, you have a superclass, which superclass has its own attributes. It can be something of the sort. It can be something of the sort. It can be something of the sort. You can have a few strings, or you can have a few attributes that you want your subclasses to do what? You can have a few strings that you want your subclasses to inherit from your superclass. So you can have something like this. So this subclass undergraduate is going to extend all of these. It is going to inherit all of these attributes of the superclass called students. So I don't have to redeclare those attributes in this superclasses body. All I have to do in a subclass is to define or to redefine new attributes that are only uniquely identified to that subclass. So you can assume that an undergraduate is so I can just turn this. So you can say that the general thing can be maybe college, something of the sort. So right down here we can have a what? Here we can have a course. You can have a course. You can have what else you can have school. They may be belonging to a school. Yeah. So those are attributes that identify, or attributes that are uniquely assigned to the subclass undergraduate. Then I will also need to have another subclass that is extending the previous superclass of students. So this can be maybe called a postgraduate is extending students, something of the sort. Yeah, and I also give you this body. So under this we can say postgraduate student is having a what? Is doing a master's degree. So you will assign to them a master's degree there. You can have their years, or number of years that master's degree is time to be completed, something of the sort. Yeah. So this is it. All of these superclasses down here are going to inherit these attributes of the all of these subclasses are going to inherit these attributes of the superclass, but these subclasses also have their unique attributes. For example, an undergraduate student has a course. They also have a school to which they belong, and postgraduate student has a master's degree, or whichever master's degree they are doing, and the number of years for that master's degree. So that is it. Now the other thing you guys should know is there is no multiple inheritance in what? There's no multiple inheritance in subclasses cannot do multiple inheritance, or a superclass cannot be inherited by more than one subclass. I don't know if you can get that, but let's assume. Let me try it here for you. We can say maybe a class this extends fellow subclasses. So it extends undergrad and it extends postgrad. I don't know if that is going to be possible. It is not possible. A subclass cannot extend fellow subclasses more than one. Okay? So multiple inheritance, this having a class comma another class being extended or being inherited by the same by one class is not possible. That's why you see there is this error right here. Yeah, so I think you have got that, and you'll try it on your own when you get time to write these codes. So this you can maybe the program you're making is going to be these things are going to be input by a user. That means you will have to you will need to import a scanner class from the the util package. Yeah, you will need to import that class from the util package. And so right down here you just simply create an object for that class. Okay, yeah, that's it. So you should not always forget this system.in. That parameter is the only parameter you put in that construct of that class. So after that you will be using that to input values to these attributes, So you will simply be calling that object and an attribute, object attribute. And I think I'll do that in the next video because this one is actually done. Yeah.